How to preserve cilantro for 1 year. No spoilage, no freezer needed. Hello! Welcome back to the Clever Tricks channel. Do you enjoy the distinctive aroma of cilantro? Cilantro is used in many dishes such as soups, salads, and rich broths. However, there's a common problem. Cilantro wilts very quickly in the refrigerator and is difficult to preserve for long periods. Where I live, cilantro is cheap and easy to buy when it's in season, but when the weather changes, it becomes expensive and hard to find. In this video, I'll share some simple but extremely effective tips for preserving cilantro, ensuring you always have fresh cilantro available for your meals. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Let's get started. When you bring cilantro home, pick out any yellowed or damaged leaves. Do this gently, as this step directly affects how long the cilantro will stay fresh. If you leave the damaged leaves, they will rot and spread to the remaining leaves. That's a waste, isn't it? Method 1. Preserving cilantro in water. After initial cleaning, we will try the first method. Have you ever thought about preserving cilantro in water? It's very simple. Prepare a plastic cup, or you can use a glass cup. Here I am using a glass cup. The size of the cup will depend on the amount of cilantro you want to store. Pour about 5 centimeters of water into the glass. First, place the bunch of cilantro into a larger glass jar. Next, gently place the vegetable stems into the small glass jar containing water. If you don't have a glass jar, you can use a Ziploc bag to cover the cilantro leaves and tie it with a rubber band. Then place the cilantro in the refrigerator. Using this method, cilantro can stay fresh for 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how fresh it is when you buy it. Cilantro with its roots usually keeps longer than the chopped kind. When you bring cilantro home, pick out any yellowed or damaged leaves. When you need it, just take a little and the rest will stay fresh. Isn't that convenient? Method 2. Growing coriander. Don't throw away the coriander roots. You can completely use them to grow fresh coriander, saving money and having clean vegetables to eat any time. With just a little ingenuity and a little secret, you will have pots of green, fragrant coriander, which you can use all year round without having to go to the market to buy. You can also eat fresh coriander every day without using any complicated fertilizer or soil. We will not grow cilantro in water as usual. Instead, we will create a natural nutrient solution, helping the herb grow lush and green all year round. Prepare 3 plastic bottles. Cut the neck of the bottle off. Do the same for all. Then use scissors to cut off the sharp part around the neck of the bottle so as not to cut your hand. Where are you from? It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Once prepared, add a little coriander root to each bottle. Don't put too much to avoid crowding. The coriander roots should be white and clean. If not washed properly, the water will smell and spoil the herbs. Add water only up to the neck of the bottle. Do not fill it too full. If you only use water, the cilantro will grow slowly and not be dense. I will show you how to extract calcium from eggshells to supplement coriander. Many people often crush eggshells and sprinkle them on plants, but this method does not extract all the nutrients. Today's method will extract the maximum amount of calcium. Wash the eggshells and dry them in the sun for 2 days. Grind until smooth, put in a glass jar. Add 80 to 90 milliliters of vinegar depending on the amount of eggshells. You will see bubbles appear. That is the calcium extraction reaction. You will see bubbles appear. That is the calcium extraction reaction. Let the mixture sit for 1 to 2 days, loosely covered, then strain the extract. The residue still contains calcium and can be mixed with soil or fertilizer. Loose lid. Leave the mixture for 1 to 2 days. Then filter to get the extracted water. The residue still contains calcium and can be mixed with soil or fertilizer. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. In today's coriander growing method, we use only 1 tablespoon of calcium extract solution. The water used to grow vegetables should be changed every 2 days to avoid odors and keep the vegetables fresh. The remaining extract can be covered and kept outside the refrigerator or in the cupboard for later use. The coriander that I planted nearly 4 weeks ago has grown green and thick. When cooking soup or dishes, I just need to cut a little bit of the herb without having to go to the market to buy it. Which method do you like best? Let me know in the comments. This is the end of the video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you find the video interesting, please click like. Don't forget to share with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel to support. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next video. Properly cleaning cilantro. Now let's move on to how to properly clean cilantro, making it easier to store. Prepare a bowl of water. Add a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda. Stir well until dissolved. Soak all the cilantro in this solution. If you want to keep the roots for replanting, you can cut them off beforehand or leave them intact when soaking. Soak for about 10 minutes. Baking soda is alkaline and helps remove pesticide residue. Salt has antibacterial properties. When combined, they are very effective at cleaning cilantro, removing dirt and insect eggs. After 10 minutes, rinse the cilantro with clean water. Handle it gently, as cilantro is very easy to bruise. You can rinse them 2 or 3 more times with clean water to ensure the vegetables are completely clean. Then place the vegetables in a colander to drain. The drier the vegetables, the longer they can be preserved. If the herbs are still damp, gently pat them dry with a towel. Now your cilantro is clean and completely dry. You can chop it up and add it to your favorite dishes, but wait a minute. Let's look at another way to preserve it. Method 3. Preserving cilantro with paper towels. Wrap clean, dry cilantro in paper towels. Make sure to wrap all the vegetables tightly to keep them fresh. Many people worry that washed vegetables will spoil quickly, but if you dry them thoroughly, that won't happen. If you don't wash it beforehand, you'll have to dry it thoroughly right after you buy it. Next, place the cilantro wrapped in paper towels into a Ziploc bag or food container. Store in the refrigerator. Paper towels will absorb excess moisture, helping to prevent vegetables from spoiling. Using this method, cilantro can also stay fresh for 2 to 4 weeks. Method 4. Preservation in zip bags. Use a sharp knife to cut the coriander into short pieces, depending on the dish, usually about 1 to 1.5 centimeters. Prepare a few small zip bags. Place the chopped cilantro in each bag, about the amount you need for one cooking. If you don't want your vegetables to stick together when frozen, spread them out evenly in the bag before freezing. Gently squeeze out the air and seal the bag. If using within 5 to 7 days, keep the zip bag in the refrigerator. I really like this tip because it is both clean and convenient, very suitable for those who cook quickly. Cilantro can stay green for about a week in the refrigerator and can be used for up to 2 months if stored in the freezer, and the aroma will still be retained about 80%. Method 5. I make coriander powder for later use. I separate the leaves like this because the leaves are the most fragrant part. I don't throw away the stems and roots, but keep them to make coriander tea, which has a very pleasant aroma and a mild taste. Then, I line the air fryer with parchment paper. Then I spread the coriander leaves out in a thin layer. This step requires a little care, but the result is evenly dried coriander with a beautiful color. I set the temperature to about 90 degrees Celsius and dried it for 30 to 40 minutes. The low temperature helps the herbs dry slowly, preserving their green color and natural aroma. Every 10 minutes or so, I open the pot and gently stir to prevent the herbs from burning or darkening. When enough time has passed, I take it out. At this point, it feels very light. The leaves are crisp and easily crumble with just a gentle squeeze. I let the dried coriander cool completely. I don't rush this step because if I grind it while it's still warm, the powder will easily become damp again. The dried coriander now has a very distinct aroma. Exactly the natural dried herb scent that I really like. I put it in a blender and grind it to the desired fineness. Then, I put the powder into a clean, dry glass jar and seal the lid tightly. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. It's very convenient to use. Just sprinkle a little on eggs, potatoes, salads, or soups, and the dish will be much more appealing. You don't need much. Just a small amount is enough to enhance the flavor. I store the jar in a dry, well-ventilated place. Making my own coriander powder gives me peace of mind. It's clean, fragrant, and free of preservatives. Coriander powder is very convenient, especially on days when I need to cook quickly. So, I've shared with you some ways to keep cilantro fresh for longer without it spoiling. Just remember to choose fresh cilantro and clean it thoroughly beforehand. Which method do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. If you have any other tips for preserving cilantro, please share them so we can all learn. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.